Tonight, find out what safety tips students can take in case of emergencies.
And what new building is coming to Troy. Stay tuned. TrojanVision News starts now.
From the High Definition Production Center of Troy University's Broadcast and Digital Network, Troy, Alabama's International University. This is Troy TrojanVision News.
Hello and welcome to Troy TrojanVision News for September 1st, 2015. I'm Samantha Charles.
And I'm Xavier Harris. Thank you for joining us this evening. It is still early in the school year for Troy University, and many students, especially freshmen, who are still getting used to their surroundings. The Resident Hall Association hosted their campus safety event, and I had the chance to get further details. The Resident Housing Association, also known as RHA, hosted their annual campus safety informational for incoming freshmen and transfer students.
This is our yearly safety meeting. We do them every fall semester, and we just want to show new residents different tips and how important their safety is here, so they get to hear from the different branches of emergency services that Troy has to offer. This is the #1 information they need to know. The only way they're going to have fun here is if they're safe, and this is just really valuable information for them. One
Troy Fire Department captain says that students are more likely to have fire emergencies on college campuses than they would at home.
Well, college campuses are unique, mainly because you have a, it's called what we call multi, dwellings. You have multiple people in these dwellings, so you have a large amount of people on multiple floors. You have a large population of young people who's the first time out of their household. So that does increase the, our fear factor, because maybe they're not quite as prepared because it's their first time kind of away from home, so to speak.
And with the many crimes around America today on college universities, many Troy students are afraid to walk the campus at night. But officials tell students there's no need to worry because they have these emergency poles placed around campus that students can press in case of emergency.
Sometimes students won't have a cell phone on them and they need to contact police. If they hit the button on the pole, a blue light with a siren goes off, the police come immediately.
One RHA member reminds students to pay attention to their surroundings and know when someone on campus looks suspicious.
The main thing for freshmen is I think they come in to a university and they forget that it's a public university, which means any students can come in at any angle of the university, and so it's really important for students to know like where the emergency towers are and the police departments right on campus.
For more information or safety tips, students can contact University Police at 334-670-3215.
The designs of famed architect Frank Lloyd Wright are known all around the world. But now one of the architect's latest known designs will be turned into a building on Troy's campus. Casey Freeman explains.
On Monday, Troy University was presented with the floor plans for a house designed by famous architect Frank Lloyd Wright. Chancellor Hawkins explains that once constructed, the designs will help improve the campus.
And his work is really revered around the world. And for us to have the original plans that may ultimately be used to construct a house, maybe visitors' quarters on campus, visiting ambassadors, scholars and residents, dignitaries of all sorts. And so this, I think, eventually will be used. These plans will to construct an appropriate house that reflect the work of Frank Lloyd Wright.
Although the school doesn't know specifically where the house will be placed, there are some details that are already known.
The house that Frank Lloyd Wright has designed is a small house, actually. I think it's about 2,000 square feet. And it was designed, it's more artistic than it is functional.
Hawkins says this addition will only add to the beauty of the campus.
Well, I think as we move down this path of beautification, and of course that's been a priority of ours, we want to have, and I believe we have, Alabama's most beautiful campus. It'll be just another little gem in this crown of jewels, and so I think it'll be exciting, and it'll be a great addition to Troy University.
Casey Freeman, Troy, TrojanVision News.
There is no timetable set on the beginning of construction, but it will be located in the Janice Hawkins Park area of campus.
Well, Samantha, football season is just beginning, but Troy already has plans for homecoming.
Jordan Elston takes a look at one of homecoming's events that is creating a lot of buzz on campus.
Troy University students have a new event to look forward to. The University Activities Council is hosting a concert featuring Wale.
From the city that made me love you forever for it. Hope you celebrate every moment forever and know it.
The concert will be the Friday of homecoming, which is October the 16th. We wanted to basically bring someone big here this year because we never really had nobody big, and I only been here 2 years, so I really don't know, but the years I've been here, we haven't had anyone, so we wanted to give the students attention by just getting someone big. Students will be able to buy these tickets later this week. Student tickets will be $20 and general admission is $40.
Although the news is fresh to many Trojans, students say they're looking forward to the upcoming event.
He's a big name artist, and I think it'll be nice to have someone on campus.
It's good for the university, I guess. People love Wale, enjoy his music, and it's just another good thing that Troy has to offer for students.
He's a big guy. He's famous, celebrity, man. I just looking forward to seeing his music. I listen to him anyway.
I'm excited because it's an opportunity for us to actually interact with a great artist, a poetic artist, not just one who just raps and just sings songs, but he actually has meaning to what he sings, and I think it's great for our school.
He's one of my most favorite artists, and I listen to him the most, and he's not like the other rappers out there. He's just different, like the way he raps and stuff.
I think for 3 very significant reasons, and we're going to start off with number 1 being Bratcher. Tell them why.
It's going to be dope.
Number 2.
Troy needs big musical acts to get our name out there.
And I don't know if you noticed the Trojan guy on his sunglasses in the picture, but that's the 3rd reason.
It's destiny. It's destiny.
Once again, the concert will be October 16th, and tickets will go on sale Wednesday.
And now taking a look at news from around the state. Authorities say a 16-year-old has been charged in another teen's shooting death. Media outlets report that the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office issued a murder warrant for Robert Clark following Saturday's shooting. Police say Tolles was shot at around 12:30 a.m. as he and several others got out of a vehicle and were walking away. He was pronounced dead at the scene.
Police said a woman killed in a Winston County crash was not wearing a seatbelt. AL.com reports that 64-year-old Minerva Cruz Jones died Monday when her vehicle hit an embankment off Alabama Highway 5 in Lynn. She was pronounced dead at the scene.
And the Dothan Eagle reports police charged Zachary Cobb with illegal drug possession after a traffic stop. Dothan Police Lieutenant Mark Nelm says a search of the vehicle Cobb was driving turned up with a bubble-wrapped package containing multiple rolls of Smarties candy. He says the candy was laced with a synthetic chemical similar to LSD.
Still to come on Troy TrojanVision News, the Troy's women's volleyball team hasn't played in-state rival UAB since 2011. Khadija has the details on how they intend to get the victory for tonight's matchup in sports.
Plus, get an update on the ongoing battle with same-sex marriage licenses. That and more after the break, so stay with us.
The Supreme Court denies a request by a Kentucky clerk to stop issuing marriage licenses to same-sex couples. I'm Craig Boswell, outside the Supreme Court. That story coming up.
This is the moment I knew his future had no boundaries.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Hart, what's going on? I'm leaving. Why? What did I do? Not enough. You constantly ignore me. You barely eat anything healthy. You're half as active as you used to be. The pressure is just too much. I quit. Okay, I get it. I'll do better. Just please, don't leave. Okay, but remember, if I go, you go.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you. Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
Now, the latest in Trojan sports on Troy TrojanVision News.
The Trojan soccer team kept their home winning streak alive over the weekend, winning a pair of games in the Trojan Classic. The Trojans' win home streak stands at 15 games dating back to last season. As a matter of fact, head coach Jason Hamilton has not lost on his home turf in this time at Troy. The second of those victories was a shutout performance against Louisiana Tech. Goalkeeper Mickey Lewis recorded her second shutout of the season in the match, the 14th of her short career as a Trojan. The sophomore says shutout builds confidence in their defense.
It's good because it was our first shutout in a while, and that it's always awesome to have pride in our defending and not even wanting them to not have goals, but not even to shoot on us. So that's just always good that we have more pride in our defending and get as many shutouts as possible.
Up next, the Trojan travel to Mobile to participate in the Jaguar Classic. They will open against Austin Peay Friday at 4. After a tough season last fall, the Troy football team is heading into this season with a new game plan, new players, and new coaches. The press conference Monday focused on the highly anticipated excitement for the first kickoff of the season and the confidence level of the team. Game week is finally here, and the Troy football team at this point is ready for the challenge of North Carolina State.
Very excited, not even that it's just the first game of the season, but just the team we're playing is, it's a big team, and we want to start out strong and prove everybody wrong that doesn't think we're going to be as good as we think we are.
I couldn't sleep last night. Can't wait to get the week started. I'm just so ready for Wednesday to get here. Let know that'll be our final practice Friday, getting some get on the plane and ready for kickoff Saturday.
Of course, not only are the players ready to play NC State, but so is Coach Neil Brown, with this being his first game as head coach.
Their crowd is right on top of you. It's going to be a place that our guys are excited about playing for sure. And it'll be a different experience. I think anytime it's obviously the first time I'm going to run out there as a head coach, so there'll be some things that I'll have to get used to. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. That's a great venue to play. I played there as a player when I was at UMass.
Trust in the Trojans' ability to take the field and dominate this weekend is one thing Coach Brown is confident in.
It's hard to speak on confidence until you actually play. Now, if you want to talk about trust, I trust them. The guys we're going to roll out there and play, I trust them. They've done what we've asked to do since we've got here. To a man, from academic standpoint, from off the field behavior standpoint, to the way we've worked in the weight room and then on the field during preseason camp, they're a group that I trust. And I'm going to be confident in their abilities to go out and execute our game plan. Will be simple, as most teams are early in the season.
Game time is set for 5 p.m. this Saturday in Raleigh, North Carolina. The Trojan volleyball team is getting ready to open their home schedule tonight with a matchup against state rival UAB. Troy and UAB are playing each other for the first time since 2011. In its Division I era, Troy is 1-16 against UAB, with the lone win coming in 2002. Since then, the Blazers have won 6 straight meetings, with the first home game of the season tonight. Coach Sonny focuses on the pass game and the process it takes to get the ball to the hitters to hopefully get the victory over in-state rival UAB.
We've never beaten UAB, so the answer to that would be no. Carrie's a great coach up there. She's got a really good team. We always look to our in-state rivals to see how we're doing. We haven't played UAB in a couple years, and it'll be good to kind of renew that rivalry. And, honestly, it doesn't matter what other teams do. If we can't pass the ball and then distribute it to our hitters, we aren't going to be successful, and those are the things that we need to continue to work on every day.
The home opener is tonight against UAB at 6 p.m. in Trojan Arena. Admission to all home volleyball matches are free. And it was announced today that a new school will join Troy in the Sun Belt Conference starting next year. Sun Belt officials announced this morning that Coastal Carolina University will join the league in all sports except football starting in 2016. And then the football program will join starting in 2017 as it makes the transition to the FBS status. The addition of the Coastal Carolina Chanticleer brings the Sun Belt's full-time membership to 12 beginning next season.